Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the career and financial energy for the sign of Virgo for the month of August. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you, Virgo. Now I'm using the Gilded Tarot, the Ethereal Visions Tarot, as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Also, just friendly reminder, the scammers are back in the comment section, so don't get scammed. I do not offer personal readings. All right, let's see what we have here. I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you, Virgo. And okay, make sure we're all set up here. All right, let me go ahead and also take 3 of these Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. And I think we're looking just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles, definitely a card that obviously you would like to see in a career and financial reading. 10 of Pentacles is like one of the most abundant cards in the tarot. It's the sort of treasure chest, as you can see here, at the end of the suit of Pentacles, having gone and started from the Ace of Pentacles here, going all the way through the entire journey of the Pentacle suit, and now you are here. And so this can bring about a nice blessing into your life. This can be a card, this is one of the Empire cards that I would call. Sometimes this card can refer to you and your desire to sort of build your legacy or build your empire or create your empire in life. And it can be all of those sorts of things. Along with that, this card can indicate like money being passed through generations. So like inheritances can come forward here. But this can also just be about the idea of abundance generally, right? And so abundance in that case, this can talk about you maybe reframing your mind to drop the negative thoughts and instead to think big. Like think big here is what I feel like telling you at this time in this month, Virgo. Do not try to think small. Do not try to, or I would say, what I should say is be careful of getting into like hopeless thinking or thinking that, you know, things won't work out or anything like that, because we do have this 8 of Swords in the middle. But one thing that I also wanted to mention here, this idea of thinking big, it's not only coming in the 10 of Pentacles, but it's also coming in the world. The world is something big. Obviously the world is big, right? It's a big world out there. And I almost feel like some of you may need to hear that as well, but this idea of thinking big is very important because in the overall situation, you have the 8 of Swords. This is the opposite of thinking big. This is confinement. Okay, they are trapped in the imprisonment of their thoughts. Okay, each one of these swords represents a thought, and they are literally in prison, in the prison of their mind. They are having a hard time seeing the way out. The thing about the 8 of Swords, as you can see with the blindfold energy, but the thing about the 8 of Swords is it does suggest that there's a solution available, but you must sort of work through this confined thinking. Again, I think this is really giving me Jupiter energy. Okay, this is giving me Jupiter energy. I actually, personally, I have Jupiter in Virgo. I wonder if some of you also have a Jupiter in Virgo placement. I do wonder, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is not here, but there's something about this idea of going big at this time. And it's almost like maybe some of you feel, it's almost like maybe some of you are just not being able to see the sort of the greater picture at this time is what I feel like saying. It's like maybe you're looking for a job raise and you think you're only going to get 1,000 extra or something, but instead there's like 10,000 extra available. That's just an example. It's just an example. It's like, can you maybe expand something out? Can you zoom out here? So in the beginning of the month, you have the 5 of Wands, you have the Moon, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So the 5 of Wands is a conflict. This is showing up in the upper row. This is a conflict in your thoughts. This is a conflict in your mind here. This is something about being trapped in your mind, okay? This theme is showing up here very heavily, not only in the Eight of Swords and the overall, but now this conflict, the war of your mind here is what I feel like is going on. You have the moon as well, and the moon represents a temporary situation. It can ask you to be careful of emotionally charged situations and kind of anything like that. The moon also says that there's maybe something in your life that is not as it appears. Again, getting clear here, not only on what you want, but also getting clear on your thoughts, on your thinking, in the way that you think about money in particular here, with this amazing energy of abundance on the bottom of the deck with the Ten of Pentacles. I think it's extremely, extremely important. I'm probably going to say it many times in this reading. And then you also have the Knight of Pentacles showing up. Knight of Pentacles is about results. And you have the idea of results next to the Ace of Pentacles, which is very good. The Knight of Pentacles is about dependability and hard work, and also being able to handle responsibilities. The thing is, everybody, like this could be you, by the way. The Knight of Pentacles could just be any earth sign. It could certainly be you. But the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is everybody gives the Knight of Pentacles tasks to complete because they know that they'll actually complete them. They'll kind of go the distance and get somebody results. And so, yeah, it can also represent a financial event happening in your life, and you have it next to the Ace of Pentacles, which is a good sign from my perspective, especially because we have this 10 here on the bottom as well. So in the middle of the month, you have the Six of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. It's very clear to me here for you what the guidance is, which is work through this, this kind of confined idea. This idea of confinement is really what's coming forward for you to work through, but also to stay in the present moment. Stay in the now. Okay, think big, but also with the Six of Cups, it's like this, you can't see it on this illustration. In other illustrations, it's easier to see, but this person is stopping to smell the roses, okay? This person is not spending too much time, or the message is to not spend too much time in the past, because the Six of Cups can refer to situations from the past, coming back in, like memories of love, memories of the past. You may even have been in a family where like, you may have been in a family where it's like maybe one of your parents said money doesn't grow on trees or something like that. And you know, perhaps what some of you are looking to work through are those types of like scarcity memories, which again, it's like this idea of, if that's your case, if that's kind of a background that you've come from, it's like you have to forgive yourself and also forgive the person as well, because you know that was kind of out of your control, right? And it's one of those things where I feel like this idea of forgiveness in money situations or material situations is extremely important for you as well. I don't know why that's coming in. I'm kind of having a hard time communicating it, but it's like forgiveness and also thinking, like reframing the way that you look at something or the way that you think about something here is clearly the message. Moving out of small thinking and moving into big thinking. You have the Ace of Pentacles with it as well. The Ace of Pentacles is about a seed that you plant that then grows into the Ten of Pentacles, okay? This is major seed energy. It's a new beginning in the financial areas or the material areas of your life. It can bring about situations relating to contracts, negotiation, making a sale, making a purchase, making an investment. All of those things can come in when you get the Ace of Pentacles. It can also be about just generally a new beginning in your material life. And you have it next to the Knight of Pentacles here. This is a really nice combination, okay? And this lower row can be something that you can't see coming. So it's almost like, yeah, that's another big thing where it's like, again, I talked about this Eight of Swords. This person's blindfolded, they can't see something. And so I genuinely feel like some of you may be surprised in this month, or some of you just can't see the road ahead. And there's probably a reason why that is happening spiritually or on a different like level. And it's probably for you to learn some type of important lesson around framing your thoughts towards abundance, is what I feel like saying. Towards the end of the month, you have the Page of Swords, you have the World, and you also have the Five of Swords. So the Page of Swords can represent disappointing news or news of delay, but it can also represent like just being a thoughtful person. It can also be somebody who's high IQ or high intelligence, and somebody also who's like a quick-witted communicator, or just somebody who has a gift of gab, and you know, something like that coming in here. It's almost like results. I feel like the results might take some time here with the Page of Swords, but actually let me sort of backtrack here, because I just recognized this is in the upper row. This is in the upper row, the row of your thoughts here, with the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So there's something clearly here where like you may even be thinking that this isn't coming quickly. It's hard for me to say. I want to go ahead and get a clarification here. We'll go ahead and do that in just a second, but I do feel like there's something around time that may also be kind of in the constraining or this energy of constraint or being confined. This may be around time as well, not just about thinking, but also the way that you are thinking about time as well, trying to sort of bring something into existence before it's able to be manifested. That could certainly be the case here as well for you, Virgo. You have the World, which is, again, this energy of something big happening, it's more about like a big completion in one's life, or some sort of big cycle coming to an end. And then you have the Five of Swords as well, which really says that if you kind of have this energy of recognizing that there's always something good on the horizon here, you can make the best of your situation. And I say that because this person is knocked down, but they are not out. Okay, they might be down now, but they are not out. The sun behind them is coming out, and this is the idea of like becoming a stronger person in the face of adversity. So let's go ahead and start to get some clarifications here. I want to try to refine this message for you, but if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. So you have occupation, expectation, and thief. Your expectations here could be really kind of putting a strain on bringing something into your life related to abundance or relating to a manifestation here with the Ten of Pentacles. You may have a negative expectation because of expectation and thief. I also think that maybe some of you were in a negative environment growing up, like pessimism or pessimist thinking growing up as it relates to finances or money or something like that here. You may also be working in an environment full of pessimists, as well as you also have this occupation card. So there could be negative people around you in the workplace. Let's go ahead and continue. So you have the Moon twice, so that's an important card. You have the World twice, another important card. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I said, where's this Jupiter energy? There it is. You have the Seven of Wands. You have the High Priestess, and you also have the Five of Swords, another important card here. So you're getting confirmation, okay? We're getting confirmation in this reading. So the Five of Swords, I like to kind of look at it as more of like a hardening, like you're becoming stronger, okay, as a result of maybe getting knocked down. This idea of the Five of Swords is, yeah, you may be knocked down now, or you may be down now, but you are not out of the game. And in going through the situation, you are kind of hardening your experience or hardening your skills or getting stronger. And I feel like this is even blowing something up for you, or blowing open some sort of door for you. And what I mean by that is you have this Wheel of Fortune, which brings about some sort of opportunity in one's life. This can really bring good luck and good fortune. It also says that kind of the wheel of your destiny is spinning, and it would be wise for you to take advantage of the opportunity. The doors are being blown open for you here, Virgo, is what I feel like saying. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you really want to strike while the iron is hot, because you'll never know when the wheel will start spinning in a new direction. It says, in the future here for you, conditions could be favorable for you to make a positive change in your life. With the Moon and the Seven of Wands, there's maybe a competitive person around you. I would just say be careful of, like, if there's somebody that you have a bad vibe about. With the Moon twice and the High Priestess, that's about major intuition. And then you have competition. I would just be very careful about, like, divulging too many secrets or like venting to this person at work. I would be very careful about that at this time because of this energy of competitiveness showing up here, and also just something that's maybe a little bit off. But you do have the world twice, which again, this is about big, right? The world is a big place. The earth is a big place. And it's about getting out of small thinking and getting into big thinking. So that's pretty much the message. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.